Frumess talks about Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Let's all talk about Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Okay, here we have another one from Shudder. This is a Shudder exclusive. It's called the Djinn, and it looks like it's spelled Djinn, but that's actually the D is kind of silent, kind of like Django, like Djinn. That's how you do it. And the Djinn is a sort of a Arabian. I don't know if it's Arabian or just indigenous, just Middle Eastern mythology in general. Is like, you know, kind of like a mix between a genie and a demon, you know, like for instance, the Wishmaster series. Remember the Wishmaster from the 90s? That's a Djinn. That was the Djinn, the Wishmaster. This movie is about a little boy. This movie's about a little boy who can't talk, and it takes place in 1989 for some reason. I don't know why. And he lives with his dad who works at a radio station, and he basically finds, you know, materials and you know, paraphernalia that allows him to make a wish, summon a Djinn and make a wish, and the Djinn stalks him. And just like No One Will Save You, which we reviewed last week, we are treated to a narrative that doesn't rely on dialogue in a wonderful way. Like, that was good. I was down for that. Instead, we are treated to some serious, intense atmosphere and a few jump scares that gave me plenty of unease. I think watching it alone in the dark at 12:30 a.m. helped a lot. So I was watching this by myself. And I don't know, man, I had like goose pimples. I had like goosebumps when something scary was about to happen, like anticipating it. I don't know what it was. Like, I felt a chill come over my body. I typically don't have those sort of physical reactions, but this movie definitely gave it to me. As I mentioned, those reasons why it might have. The goodwill to pay off all of this intangible dread ended up being squandered in the storytelling, unfortunately. We aren't left with much, and by the end, I was personally unsatisfied. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a short film. It's only 80 minutes, which I like. I always love movies that are 80 minutes because, well, especially during 31 days of Halloween, because they're easy to just zip through. And I almost feel like this could have been a really great 15-minute short film. You know, like we get about as much of that, and then the runtime feels like it's really pulled like taffy. And yeah, it was okay. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, you know, which is, it's 50, you know, it's average, you know, just not, it just, like I said, it just didn't really do anything. The Djinn was scary. It had these sharp teeth. I don't know. It's worth checking out, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic. I'm trying to think of something really positive to say about it. Well, I did. I said it really did elicit that reaction. I enjoyed that part of the viewing experience. But the story just, I don't know, there wasn't much to the story. There was this whole thing with the mother, and the mother had, you know, don't want to say that out loud. And yeah, I don't know. The relationship with the dad felt a little thin. It just, I don't know, it just did not work for me. Eventually he gets his voice back, that he's wishing to get his voice, and the whole thing, there's this whole thing where he has to like keep the candle lit until 12. And, you know, I don't know. I didn't feel enough stakes. That was another thing too. So there were some moments of really, really scary bits, but it just, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. The Djinn, it's streaming on Shudder. Check it out.